Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. As families gather on Christmas Eve, Anna promises a big surprise. Today on General Hospital, Carly extends a holiday invitation to Brennan, Nina contacts Ava in her time of need, and Joss and Sonny reconcile for the holidays. At Maxie's, James teaches Mac and Felicia how to play a game and warns them not to cheat because Georgie does. Spinelli enters with cookies, and Maxie warns James not to criticize Georgie, who is not present because she is at a friend's house. James inquires when Sasha and Cody will arrive. Maxie reveals that Cody isn't coming, and they discuss this. James is disappointed since he now has an uncle, but he will not be present for Christmas. Laura discusses the tree lighting timetable with an assistant in Rice Plaza. Trina enters and assumes Laura and her family are having a wonderful Christmas. Laura says it is because Lulu and Lucy haven't been home in years and Ace is growing so much. Trina knows Spencer would have loved it. Laura expresses gratitude that Spencer discovered a wonderful love with her, and she also wants Trina to know that it is possible to have more than one great love in one's life. Laura has to return to her routine, and Kai arrives to wish Trina a happy holiday. She asks why he didn't go home for the holidays, and he answers that he needs to practice for the big game. He also states that the professor approved their extension, so he'll see her in the new year. Brennan meets Anna, who is wearing a Santa hat. She refers to him as the Grinch and wonders if he is here to take the children's gifts. He says he's enjoying his first American Christmas. She mentions that he was here last Christmas, but there isn't much cheer in Pentonville. He brings up her request that Carly place a bug in his office. Anna acts innocent. Brennan dismisses the situation and offers to buy her a drink so they can commiserate about being alone. Anna tells him she's spending the holidays with loved ones, wishes him Merry Christmas, and walks away. Anna bumps into Laura, who asks if she'll stay for the illumination. Anna wonders if Lulu is attending. Laura says she'll be here shortly. Anna asks if she is aware of the shooting. Laura claims she doesn't and wants to get Charlotte home and safe before dumping it on Lulu. Anna will never forgive herself for this. Laura claims to have done so, as does Charlotte, and Lulu will do the same. It was a horrible accident. Alexis notices Christina hanging around the front door of her house and questions why she did not let herself in. Christina did not want to risk running into Molly. That's why she's opted to spend Christmas at her father's. She wanted to stop by and give her mother her gift. Alexis had something for her, but she did not have time to wrap it. Christina says she doesn't need anything and that her mother has helped her get through this year. Alexis claims she would walk through fire for her daughters. They discuss losing Sam and Adela. Christina says she's attempting to accept her loss but isn't there yet. Alexis tells her that she will never stop hope that she and Molly will reconcile one day. Later, Diane comes by, hoping Alexis has changed her mind and agreed to accompany her to St. Bart's. Alexis says she has to be there for Molly and Christina and keep things as normal as she can. She misses Sam so much, and they embrace. Diane informs Alexis that it is not her obligation to make things easier for Molly and Christina. She is grieving Sam and needs to focus on herself. She also implies that someone loves Molly as much as she does and most likely has no intentions. Alexis cries no. She tells Diane she has a flight to catch and pushes her out the door. Michael sees Sasha in the Quartermaine kitchen and figures she is off for the night. She does and is about to travel to the Scorpios. She gets him some coffee to offer Monica and becomes a little nauseated at the smell. However, she dismisses it as anxiety about her first major Christmas with her family. She inquires about his plans and whether Willow will allow him see the children. Michael says he and Willow will have breakfast with the kids in the morning. Sasha claims he doesn't deserve this and apologizes. He claims he won't be here tonight since he's going to his mother's. He then brings the drink up to Monica. Felicia calls Sasha and tells her that Mac and James are really sorry about Cody. She wants to phone him and ask him to come, but she is concerned that doing so may make her uncomfortable. Sasha informs Felicia that Cody should be present and that she will manage this. Sasha summons Cody to the house, alleging there was a leak. She admits she lied and that he deserves to attend the family Christmas. He doubts he will be missed. She says she's not sure who will be more sad that he isn't coming, Mac or James. She wants him there as well, and he deserves to be with his family, so let them in. Drew informs Nina that Willow took Scout and the kids for a walk and expresses gratitude for her invitation. She claims she did not. He is aware of this and cannot believe he showed up. He thought she was fine with it, but Nina assumed he would have the respect not to come. He reminds her that he is responsible for their reconciliation and that he has great feelings for Willow. She brings up his intense sentiments and their frequent romps about workplace. Willow returns and wonders whether everything is all right. Nina claims everything is okay. Willow explains that the children are playing in another room. Willow gets Drew to get a drink, while Nina contacts someone and says she needs them right now. Ava and Rick arrive, and Rick mentions that they had given up a reservation at Cafe Cherry for this. Rick leaves Nina and Ava to talk, and Nina says that this day is terrible. She claims it was meant to be a joyous Christmas with her daughter and grandchildren, and she wants a drink. Ava replies, "No, you don't. Hold it together, mother, or you'll lose your daughter." Willow and Drew appear, and Willow has no idea who else is coming. Ava reveals that Nina took pity on her and her buddy because they had nowhere to go. Rick brings up the huge changes at Aurora, and he learns Drew has left and Michael has joined. Everyone is stunned. Drew recounts what Michael and Curtis did, and Nina can't contain her excitement that Curtis is now CEO. Ava informs Nina that they should go reheat up the food, and Rick can help. She drags them away. Willow is alone and can't believe what Michael has done to the both of them. It's as if she never knew him at all. Meanwhile, Rick and Ava discuss how smitten Willow is with Drew. They were about to kiss under some imaginary mistletoe when Alexis called and interrupted. Rick checks to see if Molly is okay. She says it's up to him and invites him to come over. Rick goes. Later, Ava notices Nina staring at Drew and says, "You can't set him on fire by glaring at him." Nina responds that she can dream about it. Willow collects everyone for a toast and expresses gratitude to Nina for her unwavering support, despite the fact that she has repeatedly shoved her away. She calls her mother, and they embrace. Marshall pays a Christmas visit to the Ashfords' house, surprising Stella, Curtis, and Portia. They sit down, and Portia says Trina will arrive soon, but TJ is working tonight. Marshall asks about Aurora. Curtis claims to have news but wants to wait for Trina. Trina comes, and Stella is eager to get the great news. Curtis says that he is Aurora's permanent CEO. Stella assumed that was the idea all along. Curtis tells that Drew attempted to double-cross him, and he and Michael dealt with it. He fills them in, and they are shocked and proud. Trina, Stella, and Marshall depart to check on the meal. Portia asks Curtis whether he's all right. Curtis thinks he deserves to be CEO, but he resents losing a buddy and having to become as cutthroat as Drew. He can't believe it, but he won't be disappointed when Drew departs for DC. Stella recognizes that the family has gone through a lot this year, but they have also been blessed. Curtis delivers a speech in which he expresses his pride in every one of them and their accomplishments this year. Sonny arrives at Carly's with Christmas lasagna. Carly adds Lucas will be disappointed to miss this because he has to work tonight. Donna hugged her father, and Sonny inquired about Joss. Carly claims she is upstairs. He asks about Michael, Willow, and the children. Carly understands he does not know. She claims Willow and Michael are separated because Willow slept with Drew. She recounts what happened, and he may admit he told her about Drew. Sonny assures her that Drew will cover the expense. Joss arrives, and Carly is forced to dash off because Bobby's donations to the shelter were not collected. Sonny tells Joss how sorry he is for Dex and how much he hates what transpired between them. Joss reveals she was hard on Dex for working for him, as well as on Sonny. She claims Dex helped her understand that the world isn't that black and white, and she wants peace for their family's sake. Sonny agrees, and the two hug. Brennan goes to Bobby's, but it is closed. Carly goes out with the box of donations and laughs. It's a Christmas miracle. Santa received my letter. She claims he's spent his entire life on the naughty list, and he knows it. He claims the same can be true of her. They argue over the bug, and Brennan proposes a truce for Christmas. She can't make anything for him and is on her way to give sandwiches to the shelter. Brennan replies he will be okay with room service and wishes her a Merry Christmas. She tells him to stop. Back at Carly's, Michael and Christina arrive. Joss and Christina go grab some drinks, and Sonny tells Michael about Drew and Willow. Sonny asks what he can do. Michael wishes he could turn back time. Sonny is aware that he allowed Willow to have the children for Christmas, which is more than what he did, pitting him and Morgan against his mother. Sonny and Michael decide to get a drink, while Joss and Christina return. Christina is sorry to hear about Dex, and Joss understands Christina has had a difficult year as well. Donna walks down and notices how unhappy they are. She knows how to cheer them up and leads them upstairs. Meanwhile, Sonny expresses regret to Michael for using his children against Carly, which was terrible. Michael refuses to give his children any suffering, and Sonny explains that this is because he is a good man. Michael isn't convinced and tells him about snatching Aurora from Drew. Sonny responds, "That's my boy." And they toast. Joss and Christina return, with Donna's stickers all over them. Carly walks in and announces that she has brought a guest. She introduces Jack Brennan. Brennan greets Sonny and extends his hand. Sonny glances him up and down. Anna arrives at Maxie's, and Maxie wonders what her big surprise is. Anna says they will have to wait a bit longer because it hasn't arrived yet. Sasha follows Anna inside, but Cody does not join her. Sasha informs James that Cody is not going to make it. He's disappointed. Matt greets his niece, and they hug. Mac talks to James and acknowledges he's disappointed about Cody, but some people dislike gatherings. He proposes they come see him after Christmas and go riding together. Meanwhile, Maxie buys Sasha some ginger ale to help her morning sickness. The doorbell rings, and James answers, expecting Anna to be surprised. Cody, on the other hand, greets everyone and says, "Merry Christmas." Rick comes at Alexa's house, and she questions what he's doing there. Next week on General Hospital, Dante receives news that can only be described as alarming. Caitlin McMullen of General Hospital discusses Willow's worst-case scenario and what's driving her character crazy. According to General Hospital teasers, Willow Corinthos is in a state of disarray as a result of her playroom hookup with Drew Quartermaine, which was revealed at the Quartermaine Christmas party. Caitlin McMullen recently spoke with SOD about the shocking turn her GH character took. When McMullen first learned how the hot footage would be revealed, she was ecstatic. McMullen thought the twist was epic and was grateful to be a part in making the Quartermaine holiday celebration memorable. Nonetheless, McMullen admitted that the whole was a nightmare for Willow. Even if it had only been seen by her spouse, she would have had to explain what she had done, but for it to be broadcast in front of their entire family? That's just the worst-case scenario, McMullen explained. McMullen admitted that she felt sick to her stomach for a few days after receiving the script. Because the story was so spectacular, McMullen found it enjoyable to record the exposure and aftermath. Of course, Willow has been living with a broken heart for a time, so what exactly does she want? Caitlin McMullen believes Willow is now unable to answer this question. "I think that right now, she would literally say, 'I don't know what I want, and that's what's driving me crazy,'" claimed McMullen. Willow, according to McMullen, does not want to cause Michael Corinthos any grief or destroy the family they have created. Willow does not want to feel the way she does about Drew, but she can't stop herself. Unfortunately, the drama is far from ended, especially now that Nina Reeves is taking strong action on Willow's behalf. Nina hired Martin Gray and served Michael with a legal separation agreement, so this situation is growing messier by the day. Willow's life is turning into a complete train wreck, according to General Hospital spoilers, so stay tuned for more predictions on her next chapter and updates on any more terrible news that may be on the way. Drew Quartermaine's downfall, can he be saved on GH? General Hospital spoilers and updates raise the subject of the pernicious dilemma of rehabilitating Drew Quartermain. Can this character still be rescued, or has the Drew rewrite gone too far? Drew Cain, played by Billy Miller, arrived in Port Charles as Jason Morgan with a new body and face, or so it was assumed. He began recalling parts of Jason's memories, but it turned out to be a result of memory swap experimentation. It was eventually revealed that he was not Jason, but his long-lost twin Drew Cain, whom no one knew existed until Franco Baldwin discovered who he was. Drew was nice, even loving, and we sympathized with him when Sam McCall chose Jason over him when the truth came out. He was a loving father to Oscar Nero and a forgiving and compassionate person to Franco. He also made a best friend in Curtis Ashford. GH spoilers, Drew was presumed dead, just like Jason Morgan, thanks to the Cassadines. Drew was assumed dead, as Jason had been, courtesy to the Cassadines, specifically Victor Cassadine and Peter August. He was discovered alive years later when he was able to get hold of a phone and call Sam. In a subsequent rescue, which resulted in Jason being presumed dead again, he returned to Port Charles as a lauded hero and fell in love with Carly Spencer. He took the fall for her and went to prison for insider trading, which she had done to benefit him and her son Michael Corinthos. But something changed while Drew was in prison, and it wasn't for the best. General Hospital spoilers, a downhill slide. The new Drew came across as rather devious as he attempted to steal ELQ from his cousin Ned Quartermain. This is in sharp contrast to the old Drew, who would never have behaved in such a manner. He later abandoned his romance with Carly after realizing Jason was still alive, thinking he would lose his top status. Drew is extremely envious of his brother. His most problematic acts include kissing and sleeping with his nephew's wife, Willow Corinthos, while also interacting with her mother, Nina Reeves. To make matters worse, he aims to remove his closest friend Curtis from a position that was properly his. Is it possible to redeem oneself after all of this? GH spoilers, everyone despises this new and opposite of improved Drew Cain. Drew appears to have alienated everyone in Port Charles as a result of his questionable conduct. However, let's face it, many characters on General Hospital have been given a pass for considerably harsher sins, with some being lauded as heroes. We've seen a wide range of personalities, from liars and cheaters to murderers and serial killers, find forgiveness in our community. Perhaps Drew and Willow can find their way with each other. Meanwhile, Michael may resume his romance with Sasha Corbin and have his own happy ending. General Hospital spoilers, Jocelyn's new man revealed. Will she fall for Natalia's son when Aloy returns to PC? According to General Hospital spoilers, Jocelyn Jax will have to mourn the loss of Dex Heller, but we are confident that she will find love again. Jocelyn's next plotline will undoubtedly be about discovering answers and obtaining justice, but soap heroines seldom go without love interests for long. Jocelyn will eventually have to go on with her life. Who will pick up the shards of her wounded heart? It's possible that GH writers will try pairing Jocelyn with Giovanni Gio Palmieri, but their chemistry hasn't been great so far. Gio and Jocelyn have had plenty of time to develop chemistry, but we're only seeing glimmers, not true fire. With that in mind, the program might decide to keep Jocelyn and Gio in the friend zone. Will Jocelyn find a new love interest instead? That is what occurred to Trina Robinson after she spent several months grieving over Spencer Cassadine. Now that Trina has been partnered with Kai Taylor, perhaps the program will follow suit and give Jocelyn her own fresh love story in the future. If this is the case, we can come up with a reasonable solution. Sonny Corinthos has been speaking with Natalia Ramirez a lot about her problematic connections with her children, notably her son, Aloy. Natalia doesn't have a close relationship with Aloy these days, but Sonny may decide to change that. Sonny knows Aloy is a skilled musician, and Natalia wants him to stay in the company, so he may give Aloy an irresistible music-related offer. Whatever the case, given how much Natalia has talked about Aloy, there's a significant probability he'll turn up sooner or later. Perhaps Natalia's son will eventually become Jocelyn's new man. It will undoubtedly take some time before Jocelyn can begin to open her heart to someone else. However, Aloy may be the one to win Jocelyn over and assist her in moving on from Dex when she is ready. Our predictions indicate that Jocelyn will unearth more Dex surprises in the meanwhile, so keep an eye out for updates on the investigation into his death. According to General Hospital spoilers, Cyrus Renault will undoubtedly be arrested after his luck runs out, so he is in for some nasty news. From Port Charles to Genoa City? Kelly Monaco, a GH alum, hearts the idea of joining YNR. Fans of General Hospital are still mourning Sam McCall's death and the departure of actress Kelly Monaco from the drama, despite the fact that it happened on Halloween and the holidays are just a few days away. Still, if GH viewers don't get to see McCall or Monaco in Port Charles, could she appear on another soap? The concept was recently shared on social media, and Monaco replied. General Hospital spoilers, alum Kelly Monaco appears to like the idea of working on YNR. Sharon Champagne, a user on the social media platform X, recently shared a video of Y&R's Courtney Hope, Sally Spectra, Melissa Claire Egan, Chelsea Lawson, Elizabeth Hendrickson, Chloe Fisher, and Haley Aaron, Claire Newman, dancing down the halls at CBS's studios to the song What Is This Feeling? From the film Wicked. Pam, another X user, uploaded the video and commented, "I would love to see Kelly dancing and having fun with these women." She adds, Kelly would bring her talent, loyalty, dedication, and all of her fans with her. She would also add a lot of excitement. Young and restless would be fortunate to have her. In response, another X user, Kelly Strong, wrote on Pam's repost, "Make my wish come true, Santa. Please." Of course, much to Kelly Strong's surprise and happiness, Monaco responded with a heart emoji. GH spoilers, alum Kelly Monaco would feel right at home in Genoa City. Who knows what the next chapter in Kelly Monaco's career will be, but if she ends up on the YNR, she'll probably feel right at home. After all, she's already worked with many of the soap's current cast members, including former GH on-screen love interest Jason Thompson, Y&R's Billy Abbott, GH's ex Patrick Drake, Michelle Stafford, Y&R's Phyllis Newman and the original Nina Reeves, Hendrickson, GH's ex Margot Dawson, and Aaron, GH's ex Kiki Jerome. Evan Hofer opens up about his surprising General Hospital exit. Evan Hofer tells Soap Hub about his leaving from GH. Evan Hofer's stint on General Hospital came to an end when his character, Dex Heller, was poisoned with digitalis while recovering from a stab wound in the hospital. "I have my own explanation for why I believe we haven't seen the last of Dex." Hofer debuted as Dex on May 5, 2022, and last appeared on December 16, 2024. Dex may have only been in town for a little less than 2 years, but he made an immediate impression. Dex had been abused and bullied by his 2 elder brothers throughout his youth, landing him in the hospital 5 times. His parents downplayed the violence as boys being boys, so he enlisted in the army to escape his chaotic family. Dex claimed that his commanding officer was toxic to the soldiers and terrible to his own family, so he intended to punish the officer for his own actions. He was dishonorably discharged following the incident. During his time on the program, Hofer's Dex would eventually work for Sonny, rising up the mobster's ranks. It was discovered that Michael had hired Dex to get information about Sonny. That didn't sit well with Sonny, so he took Dex out into the woods to kill him. Carly showed up just in time to save Dex's life. He also had a love relationship with Carly's daughter, Jocelyn. They had broken up but lately reconnected. Dex determined to be a better guy by enrolling in the police academy and becoming an officer in record speed. Unfortunately, the decision would lead to his death. Dex was stabbed and given a digitalis injection while recovering. It remains to be seen whether Cyrus treated Dex the same way he treated Sam. It would make sense because Sonny directed Dex to murder Cyrus when he was healing in the hospital. Dex did not go through with it, giving Cyrus a legitimate motive to want to kill him. Dex was stabbed in the same area where Cyrus was collecting donations for those in need for Christmas. Dex's 9 lives. Dex has experienced his fair share of violence. In addition to being stabbed, he was hung on a hook, tortured, and shot. Hopefully, Dex's death is merely part of a broader plan to bring down Cyrus, because the program will be incomplete without Hofer's presence. Check out the interview below to hear his opinions on his time on GH, what he's doing next, and whether he'd resume the role if asked later. Weekly General Hospital spoilers for December 23rd to 27th, Lulu makes a promise, but can she keep it? Next week on GH, Lulu makes a vow, and Willow defends herself. Trina also assists Kai. In addition to Lulu's vow, General Hospital spoilers for the week of December 23rd to 27th, 2024 hint at holiday surprises, worrisome news, and someone going on the defensive. Carly brings Jack home for Christmas, Sasha persuades Cody to attend the family gathering, and Alexis makes a request of Rick. Curtis briefs his family after Marshall returns, Ava helps Nina hold it together, and Diane tries to entice Alexis away. Michael meets Sasha in the Quartermaine kitchen. She gives him Monica's tea and reveals she's apprehensive about her first Scorpio Christmas. He describes how empty his house feels without the children. She inquires whether Wallow is allowing him to visit the children. He says they'll all eat breakfast together, then he'll be at his mother's tonight. She bids him a Merry Christmas. Maxie and her family are gathered around the table, munching cookies. Spinelli promised the children they could unwrap one present. James is not pleased that Cody will not be present. Felicia phones Sasha to ask whether it is okay to bring Cody. Sasha insists that he go and pledges to make it happen. Sasha calls Cody to the house and informs him that he will not be visiting their new family. He reminds her of how awful the previous time was. She feels they should grow used to it. He's not invested in a family thing and doubts he'll be missed. She tells him he is mistaken. They all want him there. He deserves to have a family. Trina runs into Laura at Rice Plaza, and they discuss how much Spencer would have enjoyed the holidays. Laura assures her that Spencer would want her to move forward and enjoy her life. It is possible to rediscover life. When the mayor is summoned away, Kai shouts out to Trina. He is collecting toys for charity. They discuss about him being away from his family, and he mentions spending time with his pals. They plan to schedule a rehearsal for their presentation. Jack runs into Anna. She inquires if he has come to take the children's toys. He tells her he's enjoying his first American Christmas. He brings up Carly installing the bug in his office, assuming she was the culprit. He offers to commiserate with her about being alone for the holidays, but she smugly replies that she has relatives to spend it with and walks away. Anna runs into Laura. She inquires as to if Lulu is aware that she has shot Charlotte. The mayor explains that she doesn't know yet. She reminds Anna that it was an accident, and everyone has forgiven her for it. Christina informs her mother that she would spend Christmas with her father to avoid her sister. Christina does not even take off her outerwear as they exchange gifts. She appreciates her mother for all she has done for her this year. Alexis stated that she would walk through fire for all her daughters. Christina is attempting to accept what occurred. She loves her mother, but she is unable to be present at this time. Her mother will not give up hope that her daughters will be close again one day. After Christina leaves, Diane appears and attempts to persuade Alexis to accompany her to St. Bart's. Alexis cannot leave Molly. She misses Sam so badly. Diane gives her a hug. She advises Alexis that she should let her daughter figure things out for herself. Alexis is not pleased when she advises that Molly spend the holidays with Rick. Nina is irritated when Drew shows up at her house with Scout. When they are alone, they argue over his affections for Willow. She reminds him of all the places they have sex before Willow intervenes. Nina trudges off as Willow converses with Drew. Nina summons both Ava and Rick. Ava advises her pal that she shouldn't drink since she might say something inappropriate. This is really a bad day. Nina pouts. Her companion reminds her of everything she has to lose. Willow and Drew join, and Ava introduces them to Rick. The lawyer mentions Michael taking over Aurora. Drew acknowledges that Michael stole the company from under him. Nina is impressed. Ava leads her friend and lawyer away. Willow is beginning to suspect she doesn't know Michael at all, and he is after Drew. She is impressed when he tells her what a great father Michael is. Rick and Ava observe them. And they say I'm sleazy, he says. When he attempts to obtain a kiss from her, Alexis calls and demands to see him. Willow toasts her mother and expresses her gratitude for all of her support when he leaves. Nina sheds tears. Drew smirks as Nina stares at him. Rick jogs over to Alexis. Curtis is delighted to see his father arrive. Marshall informs the family that nothing can keep him away on Christmas. They all sit together and catch up. Curtis says he's got something going on at Aurora. When Trina comes, he reveals that he is now Aurora's permanent CEO. Drew double-crossed him, allowing him and Michael to outmaneuver him. This is a surprise to the family. They all head to the kitchen, and Portia observes Curtis seems pensive. He resents that he had to be cruel and ruin a buddy. She said he battled fire with fire. He will not be sorry when Drew departs for DC. The family gathers around the table and discusses all they are grateful for. He compliments them all and tells them how fortunate they are. Sasha and Anna arrive at Maxie's. James is disappointed to learn that Cody will not be coming. James mopes. Mac assures him that Cody likes him and says they can pay him a visit after Christmas. Cody shows up. James is ecstatic. Sonny drops by Carly's with lasagna. She tells him about Michael and Willow's separation after she slept with Drew. He's sorry Drew turned out to be such a snake, but he'll pay for his actions. When Carly leaves to arrange a donation, Sonny and Joss are left alone. He apologizes for what happened to Dex. She acknowledges she's been harsh on him. Dex welcomed him for who he is and showed her that the world is not black and white. She prays for peace on behalf of her sister. They hug. Michael and Christina arrived. As the women get cider, Sonny asks his kid what he can do to help. He is impressed that he did not use him and Morgan against their mother. Michael will not put his children through that kind of agony. His father chuckles as he tells that he snatched Aurora from Drew. Christina apologizes to Joss about Dex. Joss questions her about her difficult year. Donna comes down, thinks they seem unhappy, and leads them away. The ladies came down covered with stickers. Jack walks by Bobby's and notices it is closed. Before he can go away, Carly appears and proclaims that Santa must have received his letter. She claims he was on the naughty list. He asks if they're okay and proposes they rest their arms for Christmas. Carly offers to prepare him a care package. He says room service will suffice. Before he can go, she has an idea. Carly surprises her family by bringing Jack home and announcing that she will have a special visitor for dinner. Jack offers a hand to Sonny. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.